Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
All right, what's good? Welcome back to another edition of Live Wire Sports Media, and I have a pretty good one for y'all. Now, we all know that we have been. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, I have to shine some more light on this subject. So, we have been very critical of the Indiana Fever. We have been very critical of the players. We have been very critical of the front office. We have been critical of Stephanie White herself. So today I want to take the time out just to show just that much appreciation of this team, the resilience of this team. This team has faced every adversity that we have known. Some has been good, some has been bad, very bad. And we have criticized a lot. We have criticized within reason. You know what I'm saying? Within reason. I mean, today would have been another criticized day if this team had lost to the Connecticut Sun. Because the start of the game, guys, it didn't look good. It did not look good at all. And I already had checked out. Me and my co-host, we checked out. But we watched the game to the end. We watched the Indiana Fever overcome Sophie Cunningham's injury and overcome a 21-point deficit and seen Kelsey Mitchell put the team on their back. Now, Stephanie White was very, very emotional after the game about what happened with the team, the way they came back, and the way, what happened to Sophie Cunningham. Now, some people say, hey, she haven't showed that kind of emotion when Caitlin Clark got hurt. Granted. But today, I just want to look at us to look into it a little bit differently. I want us to use our eyes and listen a little bit differently, without the critical part, because we have to give these players credit for whoever is on this roster. We have to give them credit, and for her to acknowledge Bree Turner today really meant something, because we always kept wondering, when is Bree Turner's going to show up? When is her role with this team is going to be significant? Why she's been on the bench? Why she hasn't played? Well, guess what? Bree Turner was critical down the stretch in helping us win the game. Going into overtime, even Lexi Hall. So I'm gonna play that post game locker room clip for y'all.
I'm so proud of you. We're proud of you too. Proud of you. I'm so proud of you guys. I know that sometimes it sounds like just a word when we talk about being resilient, but it's not, man. It's how we live. Yeah. It's how y'all live, and it's a tribute to you. It's a tribute to your connectedness, your togetherness, your toughness, your mindset. You never give up gritty attitudes. Like, that's what it takes. That's what it takes, and we will never be counted out, because that is worth gold. That is worth gold. Kels, goddamn, baby. Put us on your back. Oh, big time. Breezy. You are the consummate professional. We love you. We appreciate you. You were huge. AB, point forward. And look, you can't underestimate what it means to have somebody like her who just does whatever we ask, right? Does whatever. I mean, everybody really. Lex, that was a huge. Toss your activity all day long, and that's what it's going to take. Okay, that's what it's going to take. We got to play free. We got to play with no pressure. But we fight. Live that resilience every day. And we will accomplish what we want to accomplish. Okay, come on.
All right, so you got to hear the emotional side of Stephanie White as she was talking to the players in the locker room and everything like that. And like I said, for her to give, I wish she had did acknowledge Odyssey Sims in that too, because Odyssey Sims did play the integral part of this team winning the game as well. I mean, without her points and her assists, this team does not win. Especially after Sophie Cunningham went down, she stepped up, in a major way. She stepped up. A lot of people say, well, hey, she's not like Ari Madonna. Well, guess what? We don't need her to be Ari Madonna. We just need her to be Odyssey Sims. And she provided whatever she needed to provide it to help this team win. Now, it's easy to go ahead and continue to nitpick and beat up on this team, but this video is just to highlight the importance of this team, because if you think about this, how many teams in the W that could go through what the Indiana Fever is going through this year? Losing a main star player, then losing their backups, then just lose one of the significant glue piece leaders of this team. Now, whether we know what the significance of Sophie Cunningham's injury tomorrow when she gets an MRI done, then we know what to go from there. But just this team continues to find ways. Sometimes it's not pretty. Sometimes it's ugly. The games are boring. The games are ugly. But this team continues to hold tight because guess what? They had to win this game today. They had to fight for it. Because guess what, guys? It doesn't get easier for this team. Check out what she had to say at the press conference.
What is it about this group, where resiliency, things like what happened to Sophie, what is it about them that seems to bring the best out of them?
It's going to be hard to talk about without getting emotional. I mean, first and foremost, they're good human beings. They're selfless. They're tough. They don't care who gets the credit. They don't care whose day it is. They got something inside of them that you just can't teach. And, they bring it out of each other. And it allows us to go through these incredibly tough times that we're going through, and always gives us a chance. And I'm just so incredibly proud of them for continuing to believe, for continuing to pull together, for continuing to step up. I mean, every single person on this roster impacts winning for us. And every single person on this roster is valued for how they impact winning, whether they play a second or not. They give and give and give to this team. And I'm thankful for this group.
Now, I want to take the moment just to recognize something, because I have seen sports in this all fashion from different specters: football, basketball, tennis, golf, you name it. I have seen it. I have watched it all. Sometimes a team like the Indiana Fever that goes through what they're going through, they could overcome anything. We looking at all of these other teams that's playoff bound, but guess what? I said it before in a lot of my other videos. All you got to do is get hot at the right time. Games like this may be tough and hard for the Indiana Fever. We may sit back and say, well, hey, they should not have to struggle against a team like the Connecticut Sun. But guess what? Regardless of what the Connecticut Sun record is, the Connecticut Sun is a scrappy team. And they're going to fight. They're going to make it tough. That's just what the Dallas Wings did. That's what the Washington Mystics did. So we can't sit here and just knock a team for their record because these teams go out and fight every night. The Indiana Fever is battling injuries. They battling lineup changes. They battling hardship players that's coming in. They battling everything that other teams don't even battle. Nafisha Carlia, she's one person out for her team. Brianna Brianna Stewart, she's one person out for her team. Well, Laney Hamilton, that's two. But the Indiana Fever has had injuries all out the season. Sid got hurt one time. Sophie got hurt one time. They missed games, came back. Now Sid out for the season. We brought Ari Madonna in. She's out for the season. Now Sophie got hurt. We already got Caitlin out. The resilience, the restraint of this team that continues to fight day in and day out, regardless of the poor play, of the poor coaching, yeah, they should win. Now, when they go up against tougher teams, it's a whole different story because they don't. To me, they don't have enough to overcome that. If you look at this game today, if they was being down 21, if they was playing a good team, it'd have been hard to come back. But you have to get credit where credit due because this team did come back. They did fight. They didn't throw in the towel. They could have thrown in the towel once Sophie got hurt. And then Kelsey Mitchell played bad in the first half. And then all of a sudden she caught fire in the second half. Natasha Howard kept the pace going a little bit, as much as she could. But then you look at it at the end, they put it in overtime and they took the win. Now here's Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell at the podium.
Kelsey, your second half, you had 34 of your points just now.
Damn!
The last after halftime, what took over you? How did you get it done on the floor?
I think it was more about what we did from a standpoint of like the mindset and the mentality from half to half. It sucked for me first half. It just wasn't, and I think that, it wasn't as well for our group, but the resiliency is true in our room. Seeing Soph go down and then knowing what happened with Sid and knowing what happened with Eric and then knowing what happened with Cece, it's like, I think a lot of it was just God and being able to like stay prepared and stay in your mental state to be able to compete. But I really think that that's the most resilient that we've ever been because of everything we've been through. So I think a lot of it you just tap into your team and you just love on your team. And I think, great things can happen. Yeah.
And another thing that I want to tap into what Kelsey had to say is that when you put God first in everything that you do, you can overcome everything. You can overcome the worst of the worst of the worst as long as you put God first in everything. That's even in sports and in your everyday life. If you put God number one, there is nothing that you can't overcome. And so that's a true fact statement that she's laid out at the end. And now, like I said in one of our videos, I don't think CC's coming back, but we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. But I just want to illustrate this part of this video because I think this team really, really shows how resilient they were today. Regardless of how the season may end, they had to dig deep down inside. There's some games they should have won this season. But at the end of the day, they got to understand their backs is going to be against the wall game in and game out. And they got to continue to play this way. They got to continue to stay together. They got to continue. And the thing about it is that the coach has to continue to play everybody. She don't have no room for error to not play these players. I mean, when you're giving a Bree Turner a shot, you didn't give Kyrie Lambert a shot. She been with the team for a couple of days now. Hopefully she does get a play. Who knows? She might get her hardship might be up. I don't know. I go back and look, see when her hardship is up. They might replace her with somebody else with Sophie. Don't know. But it's going to be hard right now. It's going to be hard. It's every person on deck right now. So anyway, Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know what you think about Stephanie White. Do you feel that Stephanie White was being truthful or how she felt about this team in this press conference and in the post game? Or do you feel like, hey, she was just putting on an act? I just want to know from y'all to understand what you feel, how you feel. I just want to give credit to this team because of what they went through today. Now, we could be critical of them later on in the week and the next games are here and there, but today this team shows a lot of resilience for everything that they went through. So subscribe to the channel. Until the next time, Live Wire Sports, I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.